If you open up to new ways of thinking, you'll achieve that positive mindset that's critical to success for anything that you do in life. Hi everyone, I'm Savanna and this is Mental Mondays with Savanna, a motivating, mental cleansing, and energy boosting podcast. I focus on how one can improve their mental health while helping you build a better mindset, better habits, and a better life for yourself. I'm a 15-year-old CEO, a passionate storyteller, and an optimistic dreamer who views the world through a different set of lenses. I came on here to share that unique view with you. My biggest hope is that my videos ignite a spark in you to seek your highest potential and so that you can live a life without limits. Let's dive into it. Hey y'all, welcome back to the 6th episode of Mental Mondays with Savanna. Now, if you're new, make sure to subscribe wherever you're listening, whether it's YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and if you have a minute or two, please leave a quick review so that these episodes can spread and reach others. Now, I have a bit of a life update. Now, this week, I just started Brown University and I'm doing a summer leadership course called Global Health and Leadership. And yes, you heard that right. It's the Brown University, the Ivy League school. I am super excited, but I'm a bit nervous, I guess. It's just that I'm in this new environment with amazing people who are full of all these creative ideas. But I'm really excited and I'm definitely honored to be a part of this community and learn from everybody. And the cool thing is, at the end of the course, we each get to develop an action plan to bring to our communities based on what we've learned over the past 4 weeks, because the program is for a month long and our action plans will be based on our passions, specifically in global health. So I knew I needed a success mindset going into this program to stay positive, stay productive, and to reach my goal for my action plan. Now, I know my dad and I talked a bit about success in the last episode, so let's recap before I go into what a success mindset is. So in the last episode, we talked about the phrase greatness, what is greatness, and what one must do to become great. We both agreed that people who unlock their hidden treasure inside of them, which is also their talent and their gift, and serve that to the world, achieves that sense of greatness. I definitely believe that everyone has that hidden seed within them, and only when that seed has been nurtured and developed, it can grow into a strong tree and impact others. We were never born to just live a life, go to work, pay off our debt, retire, and just die. Every single one of us were born to accomplish something specifically. And success is making it to the end of your purpose. Success is reaching your potential. Now, potential is all the things you can do that you haven't done yet. So you know that you've reached true success when you've reached your potential. Not Toby's potential or Jake's potential or even Savannah's potential. When you've reached your potential. But how can you reach to this level of success? Here's the secret. It all comes down to your mindset. I think we've all met people in our lives who are just full of negativity and skepticism, and they just always second guess everything and criticize everyone around them. I mean, like when you're around them, the air kind of gets stale and everything just gets stuffy because they try to smash all signs of positivity, aka a pessimist. And I really see a negative mindset. I imagine that it's like a wet blanket that covers anything and everything productive. So it covers all these things that are trying to be productive and beneficial in your life before they can ignite. But our minds are the key to our life and determines which path our future will take. Never forget that. Achieving great success in life is all about adopting the right mindset. Not a good mindset, but the right mindset. It's your thought that determines your decisions and actions in your everyday life. And your characters, your behaviors, habits, and your moods are just a reflection of your thinking pattern. So that's just like looking in the mirror. So if we want to be successful in life, we have to go to the root of what's controlling our thinking. Always. So when you change your thinking, you're able to change your actions. And then when your actions change, your results change, and so does your life. And this is the domino effect of life. But it's not going to be easy. And it's not going to be quick. It's not going to be an overnight success. It may sound simple, but when it comes to changing your mindset, it can be really difficult. But luckily, I have some tips to help you all out so that you guys can be the best version of yourself. A positive mindset is critical to achieving your goals and your dreams in life, and it must be gained in order to reach your full potential. This kind of mindset can be cultivated, but only if you are willing to open yourself up to new ways of thinking. I call it my success mindset. So what is a success mindset anyways? A success mindset is a way of thinking that you adopt in order to rise above the circumstances. It allows you flexibility to see the different possibilities and steps needed to get the job done. Whether it's in sports or business or academia or entertainment, literally any type of industry. Individuals with a success mindset always seem to figure out how to make things happen despite seemingly impossible goals. So some real world examples of people with a success mindset are those with difficult upbringings who have gone on to make amazing things of themselves. Like, for example, Oprah. She was raised in an extremely poor family, was physically abused, and raised in a poverty-stricken community. It wasn't luck that brought out her success. It was all the hard work that she put into it. And the factors that I mentioned earlier, the fact that she was brought up in a poor family, she was physically abused, all those are external factors that I just mentioned. But they didn't and they still don't define her. Her internal values and mental awareness was what built her up and allowed her to overcome her obstacles. She had a foundation that she pushed throughout her many things in life. It's so important to know your foundation and to have your foundation ingrained in you, that mindset to succeed. I want to break it down and show parts of where this mindset can come from. It's definitely not all because I still have so much more to learn in life. But there is something that sets successful people apart from people who just settle. And I have it listed in 5 steps and principles that you can adopt. Number 1 is having unwavering belief in yourself. Someone once said, if an egg is broken by an outside force, life ends. But if broken by an inside force, life begins. Great things always begin from inside. End quote. So everything starts from you. No one, no books, seminars, no gurus can change you if you don't want to change. But when you are willing to change, and it starts from your mindset, you can become unstoppable. And know this, you already have everything you need to become successful. You already have all the resources you need to achieve your goals. You don't need more time. We all have 24 hours in a day. You don't need no money to become wealthy. Most successful people start from scratch. You don't even need to start with any talent or skills. Talent and skills can be developed. I think a big part of success, of staying in the game, is stamina and believing in yourself when no one else does, just to see your dreams go through to the end. Believing in yourself is the first powerful step that you can take because this step will affect your outcome and will help base your success. How you view yourself, how you measure your value, and how you assess your potential all determines your worth and will determine what will happen in the end, what will come about in the end product. Now, the second component is patience and perseverance. In a 1995 interview, Steve Jobs actually said, and I quote, "I'm convinced that about half of what separates the successful entrepreneurs from the non-successful ones is pure perseverance." End quote. With any journey, you need to have a lot of patience and you need to persevere, even if it seems like nothing is working out at the moment. Most of the times, things take much longer than we expect, but nothing happens just in an instant. We need to learn to be patient. Sometimes we're not sure if it's going to work out, but we need to stay patient because there are so many stories out there of people who stuck through a long period of time and in the end, they hit the jackpot because they were patient and they persevered through the tough times. That time that you're in right now, maybe it seems like nothing is working the way that you want it to work. But on the road to success, you will hit a road where everything seems like it's out of order and nothing is working right now. But just remember this. Seasons always come and go, but they never stay forever. And there is a light at the end of the tunnel. And also note this. It's those who push themselves further and those who can stay in the game longer, those who have the patience and the perseverance to last, that's the person who's going to succeed. So when things don't look too bright, always remember why you started in the first place to motivate you to keep on going. Also, keep in mind that the outcome of your success will be worth it, and you'll have a story to tell when you look back at the hard times that you persevered through. Now, the third part of the success mindset is consistent action and improvement. Now, let's face it, success is not going to come to you overnight. It's like what Messi said in one of his commercials. It took me 17 years and 144 days to become an overnight success. If you want to achieve great success in life, you must aim for the long term. Most of the great successes you've heard about, they took years, some even decades to transpire. And it's one of the common challenges that most people face. They don't want to wait long term. They want quick and easy fixes. And that's why most people are not successful. Things that come quick and easy, they often don't last long. But things that are hard to come by or they require your long-term effort to achieve will give you the most reward. For example, you know that exercise is good for you and it keeps you healthy over the long term. But most people choose to ignore it simply because they fail to see the long-term reward. Look at the blogging world today. There are millions of blogs out there, but how many of them are actually active? A lot less. The thing is, people fail to persist for the long term. When those bloggers start their blog, they want quick results, fame, traffic, money, whatever they want. But most of them fail to persist over the long term. They blog only for a few weeks or months, but then they get distracted and jump ship to another project or give up on their blogs. Never let this happen to your dreams and goals. One of the key success mindsets is your ability to focus on the long term. Hence, when it comes to successes, don't think about it for a few short months. Think in terms of years. What type of career or what type of business do you want to build in the next 10 years? Hold on to your vision and work on it relentlessly. Bill Gates once said, most people most people overestimate what they can do in 1 year and underestimate what they can do in 10 years. So think long term. Prepare yourself to play the long term game, not the short term one. Remember, the journey to success is not crowded because most people will give up on their way there. Also, consistently improving is all about growing constantly, learning constantly. So always reevaluate what you're doing, get feedback, and then apply what you've learned little by little. Because if you can constantly improve little by little each day, it will add up and will become a huge improvement and give you a huge advantage in life. Now, the fourth part of the success mindset is self-forgiveness, and this is a big one. On this road to success, you are definitely going to hit a rough side of the road. You're going to make mistakes, you're going to fall, and you might even fall hard. I know a big part of my life was getting back up after I messed up big time on interviews or speeches, and I would beat myself up all the time about it. But my parents once told me that it's not how much you fail, but it's how you are able to recover from that failure that shows your true character. Instead of judging your experiences in terms of failures and successes, frame them in a positive light. You will have challenges and obstacles along the way, but recognizing all of that can help you grow and become a better person. You're gonna have your good times and you're gonna have your difficult times. But in those bad times, it's important to be gentle with yourself. Forgiving yourself is learning to let yourself go, to let all that pressure, let all those burdens that you put on yourself, let it go and release it. Everyone fails and everyone makes mistakes, like we talked about in the last episode. But like we talked about in the last episode, failure is a part of success. You learn something from that experience and you can apply it to your future. So don't waste too much time beating yourself up and don't let yourself sink in that spot for too long. Bounce back and forgive yourself as soon as you can, because the sooner you forgive yourself, the sooner you can pick yourself back up and continue to reach your success. And the fifth and final point is let positivity flow in everything you do. If you're going to change one thing about the way you think, this should be it. Because it's scientifically proven that optimists are happier and more successful than pessimists, provided that they have realistic goals and outcomes. Now, I'm not saying that you should have this happy-go-lucky attitude 24/7, but you should view negative situations as opportunities. In the Chinese language, the word crisis is made up of two characters. The first one means danger, and the second one means opportunity or change point. This shows the constructive mindset this culture has adopted and how crisis is seen as an opportunity or a point of change. The best part is that positivity breeds more positivity. So when you adopt a glass half full attitude, it will start to guide you in everything that you do. The reality is, success doesn't automatically bring happiness, but a positive frame of mind will invite success into your life. Now, this week's episode's quote of the day comes from Steve Maraboli, and he says, "Once your mindset changes, everything on the outside will change along with it." End quote. Now, I hope the main message that you all received from this video is that it's not about how talented or smart you are, or even about how hard you work. It's about how long you stay in the game, and so much more. Recognizing that and putting in that effort will pay off in the long run. And remember, the 5 parts of the success mindset include 1. Having unwavering belief in yourself. 2. Maintaining patience and perseverance through your journey. 3. Constant action and improvement. 4. Self-forgiveness. And 5, let positivity flow in everything you do. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope that this inspired you to reach down inside of yourself and adopt the success mindset in everything that you do. I'll see you all next week. Thank you so much for tuning in. You just listened to Mental Mondays with Savanna. Make sure you click the subscribe button to receive more positivity every Monday and join the fam. Thanks again for listening, and I'll see you next week.